Hey everybody, welcome to a final video for Tuesday. This one is going to be about King Groot because, King Groot has been a champion that I've absolutely loved for ages for all the wrong reasons. And today the buff went live, so I thought I'd just kind of have a quick test out with the champion, see how I kind of feel about it, especially from a point of does it really scale up with damage and those kind of things. So what have I got footage-wise for you? Well, firstly, we do have, the champion in all its glory. Rank 3, I decided to go for a test on this one just for this video. I will rank 2 on my live server, but I wanted to give the, what does the champion look like from a rank 3 perspective. So I went to the content creator beta in order to do that. I'm still keeping with the signature level 40. And the main thing to really say about this champion is that the signature ability, where before was all about, regeneration, it goes a bit further than that. Yielding might is not just about regeneration, which, as it says here, gain regeneration buff recovering 4,150, and that is based on the amount of signature and as well the rarity. Because I think on rank 2, when I had a look, it's 3k or something, so it definitely scales with that. But when it comes to this, poison debuff duration is based on how long the fight has gone on, and that will be based on while Malice is active. So Malice is active, you get the Fury buffs, then you can do an SP2, then you get a poison. It's as simple as that, and the longer that the signature ability is on, as with Malice and other stuff, and along the fight, you're able to increase the poison damage. It's as simple as that. We're going to see that in some of the footage that we're going to show in a moment. But I am literally loving this this buff. There are some exceptions though. This champion will kind of run better with Suicide Masteries, right? A lot better with Suicide Masteries. That ramp up of damage, which still is non-suicide specific, you're not getting a huge amount on your numbers. But if you want to see those big yellow numbers and you want to see some big numbers when it comes to poison damage, and also the damage that you get from the SP2 when it bursts. Where is it? On SP2 there. That reducing healing effects by 30% and dealing, but that's that one. But also there's each hit of King Groot, Caustic Breath, Caustic Temper, does 1,505.7 direct damage. This damage is tripled against Robot Champion. So you get the direct damage as well as the poison damage. So it's like a combination of things. And that's good. That kind of adds a little bit of extra spice to SP2 and still retains a lot of the same things like, oh, we got a debuff on you? Shrug it off, throw it off if you've got the Fury buffs up. But that's the biggest plus and minus about this champion is that it's so dependent on you having those Fury buffs. Whilst Malice is active and you're using those Fury buffs, great. As the fight is kind of going on longer, great. But if you're looking for a champion that's able to, within 50 hits as a non-suicide champion to take down the enemies, it's still a problem that we had before. But if you can look over that, as I do, and I really enjoy the champion for the reasons of having regeneration, so this is survivability, sustainability, the Fury buffs, and having a champion that can do buffed up and as well distract, then hey, you've got a cool option here in shape and form of this champion, as you can then use the SP1 as well, rotation around when Malice is active to throw permanent armor break buff. So in any case, I've talked too much about this. Let's just have a look at some footage, as I'm very much enjoying this champion. Okay, let's roll the footage. This is at 64 hits. I am finding still some dropped inputs. It's not as bad as it was, but I think the buff needs to really kind of settle. The update needs to really settle in for it to be good. And you can see here at the moment, I'm trying to keep up the pressure to build Malice. And once I can build that Malice, which is now up to 5, but we're up to 5 now. Throw the SP2, which I'm going to do. 7k crits per hit is actually pretty nice, especially from this being a rank 3 6-star. Even more if you have got yourself a, as I said, Suicide Masteries are going to be the way to go with this champion. We're keeping up the aggression right here and hoping to see something when it comes to Malice ticking over and building those up. On 5 at the moment. Hopefully we can get another one. But yeah, it builds up. Then we got the we've got the 6 there, throwing off the SP2. Yeah, okay, it's nice. A double stack of poison. It's still on there for a long time because based on the time that we're in the fight, it's a nice tick of damage. It really is. when we got those armor breaks up. SP1, once you got Fury buff on, keep them on there, and it helps out. Kind of annoying, you got to rotate around that, but it's not too bad as it was to build the amount of armor breaks as it was before. So that's good, and I'm happy about that, really am, because like, you know, building 12 Furies there, I've got 9 of those armor breaks, and a bit of a shame they're not to get any kind of things like crit, like big yellow numbers, but you know, mediums that do 10k, you know, standard basic kit, or not basic hits, but kind of Fury based kind of improvement hits are doing like, you know, 7k a piece. It's very, very nice. I think the rarer the champion you got, especially on a 6-star, the more kind of spice you're going to see. And we're going to see here with like throwing an SB2 on this Captain Marvel classic, that, you know, you see all that burst damage there, and some bigger yellow numbers, not like massive yellow numbers. 7k a piece on hits, 11k, 7k, 7k. It's nice to see those big yellow numbers, especially for a champion that hasn't really had that in the past. So I am pretty much very happy with this. And you can see a lot of that kind of like burst damage there. That's me making a mistake just on that one. But apart from that, you know, I'm very much enjoying this champion, and I would recommend this. You know, what was that? I don't think was that being mad? It was a 19k crit. I think, as I said, Suicide Mastery users will find this an enjoyable champion. I think that they will relish the opportunity to put something in that can shrug off debuffs and is a means to an end. I don't know if it's going to be the quintessential best champion ever, but it's definitely, for me personally, a fun improvement. And a lot of people on the forum as well have said that they kind of relatively enjoy it. But for someone that's been a strong advocate for King Groot for a while, I'm pretty happy with what I've seen. I'm pretty happy with the numbers increase, and I'll definitely be considering putting up to a rank 2 as a 6-star and thinking about what's the best synergy for this that is not having to have Man-Thing, Sasquatch, and a whole plethora of others. I like the fact that Crossbones is a good synergy partner with him, so that's nice, but I don't really want to have it so that I'm dependent on having a certain type of champion for it. But yeah, just to kind of like finish off, yeah, good champion, good update, very happy with it. What is everybody else's thoughts? Is there a particular buff this month that you like more than others? Put it in the comment section down below. I'm just working on Marvel Contest of Champions news for tomorrow, which I'll be recording early tomorrow, and then we'll be preparing for the new content and lots of guides. So make sure to keep locked to the channel for that. Have a good one, whatever you're doing, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.